If you have children, is it better to get divorced in Texas or in California? My name is Laura Hurd, and I'm a family law attorney in San Antonio, Texas. But don't take my word for it. Elon Musk, the richest man in the world right now, wants his divorce heard in Texas. Why? Well, there's two reasons why. One is child support, and another one is alimony. You see, in Texas, it's very difficult to get any post-divorce support for a spouse, which you would think of as alimony. Also, Texas has a cap on child support. California does not. There is a uniform law called the Uniform Child Custody Enforcement Act, UCCJEA, that comes into play here. Elon lives in Texas. He filed in Texas. He has his 3-year-old son with him here in Texas, who's lived here for at least 6 months in the state of Texas. His wife moved to California, was there long enough to establish jurisdiction in California for herself, and so she countersued in California, and she's claiming that the reason she doesn't have her child with her is that Elon wouldn't let her take the child, and so she doesn't have the child against her will. However, I think that the facts are on Elon's side in that the child does live here in Texas, has lived here for more than 6 months, and so jurisdiction resides in Texas, not to mention the fact that he filed first here in Texas. So this is probably going to stay in Texas. Unlike Kelly Clarkson, whose divorce went through in California. Now, Kelly Clarkson ended up paying $45,600 a month child support on top of like $150,000 spousal support. We would never have child support of $30,000 in Texas. You can get around the cap, but take into consideration the starting point. For 3 children in Texas, you're capped out at $2,760 a month. So you could pay $2,760 a month in Texas or $45,000 a month in California for child support. The reason that we cap it is the law takes into consideration your gross income, and we subtract out a few things like your taxes and the cost of health insurance premium for the child only, and union dues, a few other things, and come up with a net income. If that net income is over a certain amount, it's capped. The most that you can get for child support is a percentage based on that cap of net income. That's why when we look at 20% for one child, 25% for 2 children, 30% for 3 children, and so forth, it can vary, but there is a maximum amount for 3 children of $2,760 a month, unless you prove what the child reasonably needs above the cap. So Elon Musk's wife would have to put on evidence, would have to convince the judge that what she needs is reasonable for the child. And, the child is 3 years old. What would he do with $45,000 a month? So the child support above the cap is not going to be anywhere in Texas near the amount that you would have to pay in California. And Kelly Clarkson's income is nowhere near what Elon Musk's income is. So you can only imagine what his child support would be in California.